Hello and welcome to the Leadership Success Insight channel with Juan Carlos Bernal. We're here to help transform your leadership skills and achieve your highest potential. I'm Juan Carlos Bernal, your executive coach, and today I'm excited to share with you 5 practical leadership success insights that are rarely shared but can make a huge impact on your leadership. Now, you may have heard these insight titles before, but not this way, so stick around and be surprised. Let's get started with insight number 1, embrace vulnerability. Many leaders believe that showing vulnerability is a sign of weakness. However, embracing vulnerability can actually strengthen your leadership. When you're open about your challenges and uncertainties, it builds up trust and authenticity with your team. I'm not talking about beating yourself up every minute so that they have pity on you. That just diminishes your credibility as a leader. I'm talking about taking responsibility for your mistakes, acknowledging you need your team, apologizing when it's required, accepting when someone on the team is better at something that you're not that great at, and obviously asking for help. It's about being human. Remember, it's okay to admit when you don't have all the answers. This openness fosters a culture of honesty and continuous improvement. So, when was the last time you asked your team for help? How often do you honor your team members for a job well done? How does the balance weigh between blaming and taking responsibility? Start team meetings by sharing recent mistakes and what you have learned from it. Encourage team members to share their own challenges and lessons learned. Set up a system for recognizing and celebrating members' contributions and success. Being vulnerable is not about being weak, it's about being human. Let's move on to the next insight. Insight number 2, the power of listening. Active listening is a skill that's often underestimated. As leaders, we tend to focus on talking and giving instructions, but real leadership happens when we listen more than we speak. This reminds me of a famous story about David Ogilvy, the legendary advertising tycoon. One evening, a young, visible pregnant woman was working late. She looked up and saw David Ogilvy standing outside the door, mesmerized by her belly. Startled, she heard him ask, "Are you all right?" He then sat down and started talking and asking about her job, her life, and whether she would return to work after giving birth. This wasn't a one-time event. Ogilvy would sit with her and have these conversations. These nightly talks allowed for Ogilvy to build a genuine relationship with her, providing support and mentorship. The woman felt valued and respected. She worked hard, proving her worth and growing within the company. Over time, her dedication and hard work paid off, and she rose through the ranks to become CEO and chairman of Ogilvy Matters. Her name is Shelley Lazarus. Ogilvy's willingness to listen, to see beyond immediate circumstances, and to invest in Shelley's potential made a significant difference in her life and career. This story beautifully illustrates the impact of truly listening to and believing in your team. When was the last time you had a heart-to-heart listen with your staff? Looking at your calendar, how much time is there set aside for one-on-one with each one of your team members? Schedule regular one-on-one meetings with team members to listen to their feedback and concern. Practice active listening techniques. Maintain an eye-to-eye contact, not to show that you understand, and summarize what they say to confirm understanding. Create an open door policies to encourage team members to come to you with their thoughts and ideas at any time. Listening to your team not only helps you understand their needs and concerns, but also makes them feel valued and respected. That leads to increased engagement and better collaboration. Next, we have an essential leadership skill. Insight number 3, delegate effectively. One common mistake leaders make is trying to do everything themselves. Another is wanting others to read their mind so that they can do things the way they want. Effective delegation is crucial for leadership success and must be done right for you to reap the benefits. It not only frees up your time, to focus on strategic tasks, but also empowers your team members to give them opportunities to grow and take ownership. In order to do it right, you must trust your team, provide clear expectations, and follow up regularly. Don't blame them for what you didn't explain clearly. Delegating is not about your mind being read by your staff. It's about communicating in such a clear manner that you get exactly what you're asked for. What processes do you use to effectively delegate? Is the process understood by your team? Do you ask for feedback after delegating to make sure they understood? So use tools like project management software to track delegation tasks. Have regular check-ins to ensure clarity and progress. Provide detailed instructions and be open to questions. Delegating takes time if you want to do it right, but it's worth it. Now, let's talk about personal growth. Insight number 4, continuous learning. Leadership is an ever-evolving journey. To stay ahead, you must commit to continuous learning. Whether it's through reading books, attending workshops, or seeking coaching, never stop investing in personal and professional development. What are your personal growth goals for this quarter? What do your checkbook and calendar say about how important self-development is to you? What is the biggest challenge in your personal development plans? Schedule regular time for learning in your calendar. Set specific measurable goals for your personal development. Join a professional group to find a coach to help you guide through your personal growth. Remember, the best leaders are always learning. So finally, let's focus on well-being. Insight number 5, prioritize well-being. Lastly, prioritize your well-being and well-being of your team. Prioritize means being respectful to yourself, your family, and your team. Be an example to your team by practicing activities that lead to mental and physical health, such as regular breaks, exercise, mindfulness, and rest and recreation. A healthy work-life balance is essential for sustained success. When you take care of yourself and your team, productivity and morale will soar. What are your rest and refresh strategies on a daily basis? What will you do this week to help your team prioritize well-being? How will you take care of yourself this week that you can promote to the whole team? Implement regular wellness activities like group walks or meditation sessions. Encourage and model taking breaks and using vacation time. Provide resources for mental health and support. These 5 insights may be simple, but they are often overlooked. By embracing vulnerability, listen actively, delegating effectively, committing to continuous learning, and prioritizing well-being, you can transform your leadership approach and achieve extraordinary results. If you found these insights valuable, please like, subscribe, and share this video. And don't forget to join me for a complimentary Energy Leadership Discovery session to explore how you can elevate your leadership skill even further. Visit the link in the description below. Thank you for watching, and until next time, keep your energy high and lead with passion.